Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to round 2 of 3 preseason rounds of the JCR GT3 2017-18 Championship. We are live from Suzuka International Circuit, where we see a tremendous field of race cars ready for an hour of intense GT3 competition. Starting on pole position is the R80, number 33 Volkswagen Beetle Group 3 of that Waldo in the number 33 Volkswagen. Starting behind him is the Speed Demon Motorsports Dirt Star Racing Team SRT Viper, driven by team owner SDM RRDZ in that luscious orange and American flag colored Viper. Now in third place is the first of 2 Falcon Motorsports backed Volkswagen Beetles, Splash in the number 11 Volkswagen. Now number 4th place is the 77 of Cash Frank in the second Falcon Volkswagen. Now Riley makes up the 5th spot in the number 101 Volkswagen, and then debuting PRT competition, Alexander Heinen in 6th place, and Angry Hermit and Teldra makes 7th and 8th position. Now we're gonna go back now. We're ready for some racing here, and the field lines up now, and we are green flag racing now at Suzuka International Raceway, and that Waldo is already making a good run for the turn 1, but that SRT Viper dominant in a straight line, already flashing at the yellow Volkswagen as we head into turn 1 now.
So the Beetle is a pretty stable car, but the Viper is pretty squirrely. But the driver Trevor Holden has the control of this car. He really figured out how to handle this monstrous 8.4 liter.
Whoa! A little sideways movement in that number 91 Viper. Now keep in mind, the pole time separating first and second was only 84,000. Oh, and there's an off. A splash goes off into the gravel trap, and that's going to prevail for Alexander Heinen to take 4th place over one of the Falcon Motorsports Volkswagens. Now keep in mind, the pole time between first and second place, the time difference was 84,000 of a second. Oh, another sideways movement for the 91 Viper now. You can just tell, you can tell how hard he is pushing in that Viper. And Trevor Holden really wants to be able to get up into 1st place in that Viper. He is a really quick Viper, or really quick driver, I should say, in these Vipers.
Little battle between P4 and P5 PRT competition. Go around the Falcon Motorsports Beetle. So between Alexander Heinen and Splash. Now going on to live onboard.
As you can see from the back of the GORO back to WRX GT3, as he defends to the inside, Splash already making way to the outside now. And you can see the immense cornering capability that these Volkswagens have. But keep in mind, the Vipers, of course, they have the straight line speed here. But Alexander Heinen just defending away from these Volkswagens now, because you know that they are quick around these courses.
The Beetles are pretty quick in terms of cornering speed.
And there goes the Volkswagen just past the screen. That's Cash Frank in the second Volkswagen, the Falcon-backed Volkswagen now, as he is now settling for 5th place at the moment.
So going back to the battle between the PRT competition and the Beetle, Alexander Heinen going for the inside to defend. Splash goes to the outside.
Oh, it looks like they're going to be going almost side by side. Oh, and there might be a little bit of contact between the 2 cars.
It's still fine, still clean. Alexander Heinen really has to defend for P4, P3 at that time. Little mistake by me.
Now you can just see how close and how desperate Splash is to try and get past this Subaru WRX GT3, a new car to the series and for GT3 competition. But he is already making a good first appearance here for that car. Already Alexander Heinen now, is he going to go to the inside? He is, and Splash already flashing at the blue and chrome Subaru, and he's already going to the outside. Can he make something stick? No, not again.
These 2 cars are really only inches apart from each other. I think the Beetle is somewhat quicker than the Subaru, And yeah, Alexander Hein does defend pretty well.
Oh, and Splash goes a little wide. That's going to give Alex a little breathing right there. As Cash right now is just slowly clawing his way back to try and get involved in this scramble as well. Now everyone now starting to get comfortable with each other now. Alexander Hein now gaining a bit of a gap now, still going to the inside to make sure that the Volkswagen is... Oh, look at the momentum! The Volkswagen catches back and Splash is already on the back bumper of Alexander Hein.
So again, into the Essence, which is the strong part of the Beetle, where you also...
Oh, and it looks like a little brake check right there. These Volkswagens, these Falcon Motorsports backed Volkswagens not holding a grudge, and they have been the prime dominant candidate in this series so far, along with the Starship Enterprises Porsche that will take part later in the race. Oh! And that is a big incident right there, and that's going to give Alexander Hein a little breather. There might be some damage there. How catastrophic as the Hermit Motorsports Corvette is now going to take 5th place, and probably the Wolfpack Motorsports Viper of Teltra. That was a huge incident right there.
Well, I think he's fine. I don't think he sustained any damage.
He is good for the time being, but as we get back to this battle for 3rd place right here between the PRT competition Subaru and the Falcon Motorsports Volkswagen, of course.
It's still very close, and I think the Falcon Motorsports Beetle has a great run.
Oh, and he's flashing again. Oh,
but to the outside. But
to the inside. Oh, Splash knowing very well. Most of these drivers new to this championship. And some drivers carrying previous GT3 experience, some carrying new experience, of course, but you can already see the immense battles in this series already.
Like, for example, Alexander Hein, he's never driven a GT3 race. He practiced a lot for this race, but he actually came from the Group 4 Global GT Championship. And now up to the GCR Group 3 Championship, so it's a whole different level.
And Alexander Hein getting a good run off of the final corner to give himself a bit of breathing room for the Volkswagens, because you know they have been quick all around this series. Oh, there's another incident, and that is the Hermit Motorsports Corvette. That is at the final corner now, and that is going to give Teltra and Riley an extra position each right now.
Okay, let's jump on the onboard replay of this car. Coming up to the final right-hand corner. Gets a little wide. Oh, still fine.
Oh, he touched the grass. Oh. Yeah, he just got...
Yeah.
He just got on the grass. And it looks like there's nothing wrong with the Corvette, except there is reported front bumper damage. So it's nothing too catastrophic, but he should be alright.
It looked like the Corvette was understeering massively. He had full-on
It looks so as well.
Nothing
but
happened.
now let's get back to this battle, and it looks like I don't know what happened, but it looks like the Volkswagen lost quite a bit of ground now.
It took 3
from
seconds.
The Subaru.
He's 3 seconds from Alexander Hein.
Oh, and Teltra goes wide. Teltra and then the Wolfpack Viper goes wide. And now that's going to get the chance for the Hermit Motorsports Corvette to try and take a position.
Right on his tail. Gets a better run. Let's go to the onboard view. But the Viper is just a beast in straight lines. It pulls away even though the Corvette is in the slipstream. There's no chance for the Corvette to stay.
Oh, and he's right on him. He's right on him.
Both cars getting
oh, and there goes the Corvette! Whoa, that was a big sideways moment. And it seems as if the Corvette now is about to get lapped by the leader of this race.
And yeah, just let him through. Perfect.
He's now a lap down now. So there is a bit of drama now for the 22 Corvette of Angry Hermit. And oh, and he goes off again!
So I think there's something wrong with the car. I mean...
Oh, and there goes the second place Viper of Trevor Holden right there.
There has to be something
wrong. And so does the top 4 racers right now. And you can see now that Subaru now setting his sights on the second place SRT Viper of Trevor Holden right now. As the gap now between...
Oh! Trevor Holden spun and he touched the ball.
That is big! Oh!
Oh, he loses places from P2 now down to P4. Oh, that's
bad. Is big drama for a potentially winning car here. There seems to be nothing wrong with the car, so he does seem to be okay. But that was a huge jump scare in the SDM camp. Now keep in mind, Speed Demon Motorsports, a hugely represented customer to the SRT camp now, campaigning a pair of the SRT Viper GT3Rs in this series now. Now keep in mind, his teammate Warbeast 36 in the Lime Green Dirt Star Racing team.
And another
Viper.
Sorry to interrupt you, but Riley in the R80 Beetle, the 101 car, just spun in the S's. He's back on track, but dropped to P7. Also, he got
and there
lapped.
goes. Oh, and Teltra's gone wide. Teltra has gone wide up the final corner. Excuse me for the burp. So that's gonna help. Oh, Trevor Holden has a ways to go now to make it back up to the leaders now.
He's currently in P4. He was sitting in P2, but because of the spin, he dropped down to P4. And he has a pretty massive gap to the guy in front of him.
Third place.
Yes. Who's already down in the S.
Oh, and there's another spin. That is again Teltra in the Wolfpack Motorsports Viper. Oh, that car is already damaged. Oh, that car has reported mechanical damage in the front right and in the front bumper right there. Oh, that car might have to make its way to the pits, and already it does make its way to the pits. So, the Viper of Teltra making its way to the pits for the first time this race.
Oh, someone is off.
Oh! Whoa, my goodness.
Oh, I see.
I think that was a big excursion.
That was a big excursion. It's Riley in the R80 who has connection problems. He's lagging pretty bad.
He is lagging pretty badly, but we'll go on board with the PRT competition. Subaru now.
He is driving carefully now. He doesn't want to get hit by the lagging car.
And that's good defensive driving for the well-experienced Alexander Heinen in the 63 Subaru. He's going to let him space that gap out. He's still worried about the guy in third, but at the same time having to worry about the guy in sixth. Whoa! Big lag spike.
He's still lagging. Ooh. That has to be the most uncomfortable feeling if you are racing and the guy in front is lagging.
And he's gone off. Oh, a big, massive damage to the front and rear bumpers and the right front suspension. And now that's going to allow Alexander Heinen and Splash to be able to make their wet battle once again. But the gap now, not even that severe, but just 1.2 seconds now separating the top two, the top second and third place contending cars.
Well, that Waldo in the R80 Beetles is pretty comfortable in the lead. It's 19
Oh, but look at this now.
front.
This is Trevor Holden now setting his sights now on the fourth place car of Cash Frank right now. And 7th and 8th place of Riley and Angry Hermit now making their way to the pits. Well, you could just see now how close Trevor is now trying to make it back to one of the Falcon Motorsports Volkswagens now.
Oh, he had a big sideways moment and lost some time there.
Oh my goodness me, Trevor Holden now is definitely losing a bit of time right now.
And he goes to the pits.
And Trevor Holden is, of course, making his way to the pits.
It's good to
But
see
this
all
battle
these...
right here between...
Sorry.
But this battle right now between the second and third place cars still raging on, but not by much. With the gap now just a little over 1.3 seconds now.
Oh, Splash in P3 just spun out. He lost
Oh,
massive
that
chunks
is
of
true.
time.
He lost a big amount of time. Is that going to prompt the car to go to the pits?
No, he's still
And
continuing.
no, it does not, as he's going to keep on going. Teltra once again in the pits for some reported mechanical issues. Oh, that car not having the best luck of the day for the second entered Viper here today. Oh, Splash goes around! Splash goes around turn one! Splash has gone around at turn one, and that's going to allow his teammate to take back third place. Cash Frank now moving up into third. Major drama in the first few bits of this race. And now Splash now.
And Teltra is off. He tried to
Oh, he has gone off again.
He tried to let Splash through because he's left car. And apparently he got on the grass and just got on this gravel trap. And oh, Splash is a little bit wide, gets on the grass, but still keeps it under control. That's some great driving.
The gap now to the leader is now from Alexander Heinen to Dat Waldo is now less than 12 seconds now. So he's got a bit of ground to make up now in that number 63 PRT competition Subaru. And of course PR competition, a customer to the Subaru, the first entered Subaru in this series. Apart from the popular Vipers and the Volkswagen Beetles entered in this series. Now keep in mind, folks, we have another race to go now. This is race number 1 of the series, but there will be race 2, which will feature the Starscream Enterprise Porsches, the Marathon Competition AMG GT3s, and of course the Ferraris of Screw Loose Racing, and the Gyps Sport M6 GT3.
It's great to see such diversity in such a big series. I mean, you have, just from the engine configurations, you have an 8.4 liter V10 naturally aspirated engine in the Viper, and you have a small 2-liter turbo in the Beetle, for example.
And plus the Boxer engine represented in the Subaru Technica International WRX STI.
You have naturally aspirated V12 engines in the Aston Martin, which is not driving in this round, as it's still a pre-season round at the time. And you have also V8 twin turbos representing the Mercedes AMG GT. Oh, I'm sorry, no. The AMG GT has the 6.2 liter V8 naturally aspirated in the race car. And the street car has the smaller V8 twin turbo.
So as now everyone's spaced themselves out from each other right now. Of course, Trevor Holden now just right behind the leader, but he is a lap down from the leader. So he right now trying to get that precious lap back from the leader, of course.
That will be hard to get the lap back. I mean, one lap is 47 till 48 seconds. So he has to gain some, around a minute to catch up.
But that Viper, of course, now just gaining ever so slightly now on the leader now. Oh,
he is on the limit.
Yeah, if it's one thing, Trevor Holden knows how to drive these Vipers. He's just so well adapted to the formula of the front engine 8.4 liter V10s that these things home. And he's just a complete madman with these cars. And he will be entering them, mentioned earlier in the Global TT Championship, a 2-car operation now with an expended 4 cars now. Oh, and he's right behind them. Oh, it was his. Oh,
wait.
Contact.
What happened?
There was contact for the leader right now. He did have contact with the wall, the pit lane wall. So that will prompt Trevor Holden to grab the lap back, and Alexander Heinen following in with the Walt-sponsored Beetle now.
Oh, because of the incident, that Waldo was shaking his head. You can see that through the windows.
Through the windscreen now, yeah.
Yeah. He was shaking his head. He was upset, but still on the lead.
Oh, and it looks like Cash Rank and Splash, both Falcon Motorsports by Volkswagens, are now going to pit. Of course. So now this will allow Trevor Holden to gain an extra 2 positions and get back into 3rd, although at a lengthy distance behind. So how is this going to play out right now? Oh, and that Waldo's now making a 2nd trip to the pits. What has he got wrong in that pit strategy? Does he have damage? There's not reported any damage. I think it might be a fuel flow sensor issue. I think there might have not been enough fuel to get into that car.
I think so. I think there was a problem doing the
pit stop.
Yeah. Yeah, he's taken a full tank again, so...
This will allow the PRT competition... Subaru to the front now for the first time this race. Oh, and Trevor Holden is almost there with that Waldo
so,
in 3rd place.
As I said before, 50 seconds to catch up. He's done it in a matter of 3 laps.
Yeah, Trevor Holden now just ever so slightly now trying to... Oh! Almost big contact with the Hermit Motorsports Viper. He's trying to get by. Oh, and there is an incident right now. That is Teltra in the Wolfpack Motorsports Viper again. Almost getting close to the others right now. Oh, and almost big contact between the STM Viper.
He tried to stay out of the way. He went to the very outside of the corner.
And Teltra now letting the Hermit Motorsports car by the Corvette C7 GT3R. The new Corvette now introduced for GT3 competition right now. These cars were built by Callaway Competition for a little bit, but now Chevy is now building the cars full time now in this series.
It's just beautiful. Oh, he went off. He went into the gravel trap.
Oh, is that? Oh, yes, it is. That is Hermit Motorsports now again going wide. But let's take you back to the front right now, where I think things are about to get really interesting right now between the PRT Subaru and the R80 Volkswagen right now.
And the Subaru is setting his personal best time with a 47.436.
So that is some good progress right now. That is some good laps that now Alex will definitely need right now.
So hopping on board of that Waldo with the R80 Beetle.
We're gonna take you on the bumper cam, of course. But as you can see, the immense cornering capability that this car has. But you have to keep in mind, as we go on board with the Subaru from the rear bumper right now, in the background is of course the Speed Demon Motorsports SRT Viper of Trevor Holden right now. Not too far behind, but he is a firm less than 5 seconds now back from the leading overall car of Alexander Heinen.
I think there's a battle unfolding now as that Aldo gets closer and closer and closer to Alexander Heinen in P1. So I think we'll see some action right there.
Yep, as we go on board now on the trackside cams, this is going to get really interesting right now as the Japanese homegrown machinery Subaru, as they will take on the German engineered Volkswagen Beetles right now. This is going to get really interesting now, and Alexander Heinen inside. He's going to be starting to defend in that blue and chrome Subaru WRX GT3 from that Waldo. Oh, and he's right up on the bumper right now. The cornering capability of that Volkswagen is superb to that Subaru, of course.
You can hear Alexander Heinen pedaling through the S's. You hear the turbo whistle, you have the blow-off valve. It's beautiful sounding cars right there.
We're going to go from the rear roof camera now, from the Subaru now, as you can just see how close it is between these two race cars right now. Now Alexander Heinen, he does have the acceleration, but that Waldo has the cornering capability right now. He has the gap right now.
You'll see how much he closes in during the first two corners, and yep,
look at this right now. Look at how much gap he makes back up in that yellow and black car right now. Now he has set his personal best first second right now, 0.2 quicker than his best, than his already previous best. So now is this the chance now for Alexander Heinen to get another quick lap, another faster sector right now, another 0.2 quicker in sector 2. Is this going to be another fast lap from Alexander Heinen? Oh, and a little sideways moment, and that is Alexander Heinen's fastest lap now, a 47.243 right now in the Subaru WRX GT3 right now.
He is pushing now. He's in qualifying mode in order to prevent losing first place. But we still have half an hour to go, so it's gonna be tight.
We have a lot of action to go to be had right now. Oh, and there is an off now. Oh, and that's Teltra in the Viper again, going off again, unfortunately. But the battle's still raging on right now. And there's local yellows now, and now they have been called out as Teltra got the car straightened out.
He's right in front of the leaders, so blue flags.
And Teltra right and Alexander Heinen now flashing at the Viper, telling him to get out of the way, get out of the way. And now traffic is going to make things really hairy right now for these cars.
I think that the guys know the rules, so as soon as you have a blue flag showing that you have to go out of the way. You just make a little bit, go to the outside of the
What's going to happen? Oh, he's right up on him.
Oh, the leader's out. The leader's out.
Oh, and there's contact. Oh, Alexander Heinen goes around. And this is going to allow Trevor Holden to catch back up into second place. Oh, that was huge contact right there. Oh, and that's going to be... Oh, Trevor's heading to the pits. Trevor Holden is heading to the pits. I think he knows there's a full course yellow coming out. I think he knows that there is a full course yellow coming out. And they're already getting the tires ready. He knows the situation is now. And a full course yellow has been called out as the leader now is slowing down to 80 miles an hour right now. And Alexander Heinen right now making his way to the pits, and there is a retirement now. A retired Wolfpack Viper now of Teltra has made the retirement now out of the race now.
So I think Alexander Heinen was on the two-stop strategy, pitting every 25 laps or every 20 minutes. But now, because of the damage he had to
a three-stopper.
Yeah.
That Waldo now making his way to the stop right now. Is this going to allow for the second and third and fourth cars to have a new leader? Possibly. He is now in the pits right now. Does he take the new tires? He's going to refuel slightly. But where is he going to come out of now? Oh, and he's just going to come out in front of the second and third place cars. And there is now a full course yellow still on the track.
Yeah, so I think let's watch the replay. Pretty interesting.
What happened there?
Let's go on the onboard with PRT competition. We will check the onboard camera of Alexander Alheim on what happened. So he was behind Taltra and the Viper, and
oh, that was a bit of contact right there. Oh,
what happened?
I think that might have been a break. Now keep in mind, that has been a car that has been experiencing mechanical issues all day. Let's go back on board with that Waldo in the number 33 Volkswagen.
So he goes to the inside, but
oh, there was nothing that Volkswagen could do. That was just severe contact right there.
I cannot explain what happened. Let's see from the from Teltra's onboard.
So from the rear view perspective,
right behind him, and
oh, I think he was just trying to brake and get out of the way, but I think it was too late.
oh, that's just.
Oh, that is big damage for that Subaru right there. Oh, that's definitely a full course yellow right there. Trevor Holden, of course, making his way to the pits.
Yeah. The Viper of Teltra is trying to crawl back to the pits, but it doesn't.
Unfortunately, he has to retire, and that is going to prompt out one of the Vipers right now. Now, of course, that leaves only one Viper, of course, that is the Dirt Star Racing Team Viper with Mopar backing, of course. But it is customer status for that car. Now, keep in mind, that car does carry an iconic livery from the Motorstorm series, of course, with the orange and the flames and the American flag, of course, with the blue accents, of course, on that car. So now we're showing you a replay of the group now trying to get back into order right now.
So we have a little bit over 1.5 an hour to go. We are on lap 35 now. Splash is into the lead, and we are
No,
in
that
green
one,
flag again.
We are back now as the field now re-bunches up now ahead of what appears to be we're going to go back to green flag conditions next race, and it looks like Trevor Holden now is going to get some wave buys now from the R80 Volkswagen, the 101, and the Herman Motorsports Corvette now, because those are lapped cars. And now the top 5 now making up, the top 3 are Volkswagens, the R80 number 33 Volkswagen leading this race ahead of the 2 Vulcan Motorsports 11 and 77 Beetles, and right behind them now getting back on the lead lap the 91 S25 GT3R of Trevor Holden, and in 5th place the 63 PRT competition Subaru right now.
So we're waiting for green.
And now it looks like the field now. And now Alexander Alheim now going back in the pits now.
Yeah, we're going for another full course yellow lap.
So I appear to make any, I guess race control was saying if you need to make any final adjustments, do them now.
There was still some debris on the track from the crash and a little bit of dirt, so they still had to clean that up. They gave us
now,
a little,
Now, if you had to predict if you had to predict this race going one way, who would you think is going to win this race?
I think the leader, that Waldo.
Yeah, I think that.
Yeah, he wasn't
that
front all
Waldo
the
has
time.
been,
Most of the time, still quick.
Yeah, that Waldo has been back in the lead now. So I think he's going to be able to get the win here today.
Now we're going back to green flag. Waiting.
I think we're going back to green flag conditions here.
And we're green. So that Waldo in P1, Splash in P2, Cash in P3, all the Vipers in all the vehicles in
oh, it's Trevor making a move to the inside, trying to get past the Vulcan Motorsports cars.
Both Vulcan Motorsports cars were. Oh, and Cash Frank just spun in front of the Corvette.
Oh my goodness me!
The two teammates
going wide and one of them spinning out. That has allowed Trevor Holden to take from 4th to 2nd place. What an impressive start for that driver right there.
And Alexander Hine is back into P3, so he's on the podium.
Oh, Trevor Holden going a little wide. 2 wheels on the grass. What an immense save. Oh, that was impressive stuff right there from the American driver. That was amazing stuff right there for Trevor Holden to save it right there, but he is still cruising along in 2nd place.
Well, by cruising you mean doing qualifying speed now. This, even though we're racing for a full hour, this is a full hour sprint race. I mean, there's the tire and fuel wear is pretty high, but these guys are just smashing their cars.
They are pushing. And these guys mean business. And now as the battles now are once again close with each other right now, the leading cars, Trevor Holden now still trying to get any grasp that he can on that Volkswagen right now.
And I think the Volkswagen is pulling away.
Yeah, that Volkswagen is barely pulling away. Oh, and that's someone gone off. Oh, that's Permit Motorsports again going off. Oh, and he spun it around.
Yeah, there's definitely some problems with the Corvette.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to get back around, of course. But of course, the battle up at the front now. Oh, Trevor Holden getting on the grass right there. You could definitely tell. Oh, and he is pushing because he just set his personal fastest lap of 47.161 in that SRT Viper. A car that is not designed to corner that well, but Trevor Holden is making a corner really, really well.
Oh, sideways, yes. It's incredible what car control he has. He's an incredible driver. I mean, not many people can have a Viper. The Group 4 Viper is a great-handling car, but the Group 3 car...
That's a wallop to control, but Trevor Holden is just showing the mass capability of that car can have. You can just definitely see right now that the immense capability that this car has in cornering capability, it's not there, but Trevor Holden is making it work out somehow. Now let's take a step. Now let's take a step back now as Alexander Heinen right now in the 63 right now is definitely spacing himself from the 4th place car of Splash, the Vulcan Motorsports car, and Cash Frank now, of course, just taking his time. Oh, and Herman again going off. Yeah, that car hadn't had the worst That car is definitely having a tough day right now. You can definitely see all of the scratches that car has had.
I'm wondering why this car is still running. I mean, the stewards must have shown him black flag or so, but they didn't. He had so many offs. He's still running.
Riley now in the pits in the second R80 Volkswagen. That will do, of course, making extensive use of the lead right now. And Trevor Holden's still in hot pursuit right now. Now you got to be asking yourself, if the pit window, of course, is 20 to 30 minutes, do you make the second pit stop, or do you still keep going?
Most of the guys here are on the 3 stoppers, so they pit every 15 minutes because the tire wear is so extreme on the softs and on the super softs, which these guys are running. The only car of the normal strategy was Alexander Heine. It wasn't stopping with harder tires, it wasn't mediums. But I think now he's on the softs. He switched his tire strategy now. Yeah, he has switched softs.
He is switching his strategy up. There was always action to be had right now. Oh, and Hermit going up again at turn 1, or into turn 2. Letting the cars by again. But you can definitely see now that Viper's still trying to get any way he can, but that Waldo still pulling away in that DeWalt-sponsored Volkswagen.
So, Trevor, I would say we should go for sights and sounds of this track, just listening to the cars and just be a little quiet.
Let's go down by the order. We'll start with Dat Waldo in the number 33. Let's go now to Angry Hermit in the 7th place Corvette now.
To the front of the big Chevy motor.
The big 5.5 liter Chevy V8 now, the LS V8 in that Corvette.
It was bigger back in the day when the GT2 cars, the C6R, were on track. That car had simply V8.
And that was with the GT1 class Corvettes as well, in the American Le Mans series. And now let's finally go to the 2nd place Speeding Motorsports SRT Viper GT3R with the 8.4 liter V10.
You can literally hear the torque that car has. So let's go further down the order with Alexander Heine and Subaru. Oh, he has a very short transmission setup. Let's go to the very onboard, to the point of view perspective. He has a
He's taking his time to try and get past Cash Frank, of course. Now, he is a lap car, officially.
I think, yeah, Alexander Heim is now pretty much on the end of his stint. 3 minutes to end his stint now. Yeah, you can see Cash Frank is pulling away. He is on fresh tires, so I don't think Alexander Heim will try to pass him.
Now, there are officially 4 cars on the lead lap now. Of course, first, second, third, and fourth place are on the lead lap, but Splash LTU in the first of 2 Falcon Motorsports Volkswagens. Of course, he is just right in front of the lead right now, and if he goes down, then there will be only 3 cars on the lead lap. And that Waldo, of course, is making short and extensive work of these racers. So now you ask yourself, with only 15 minutes to go, or just over 15 minutes to go, do you make the pit stop, or do you go the full distance from the 30-minute mark?
Well, I think
that's a lot of...
They'll all do a pit stop, because you don't lose that much time during pit stops. And
you ask yourself now, because already the 4th to 7th place racers have made their pit stops, because almost they pretty much have nothing to lose for at this point. But if you're that Waldo, or if you're Trevor Holland, or you're Alexander Heinen, do you make that pit stop? Do you go in with another set of tires?
They probably do. They probably do, because the Gran Turismo featured tires, they hold on the first half of the stint pretty well, but then they are dropping off, and you lose grip. You lose immense amount of grip, and yeah. As you can see, Alexander Heinen is running constant 48. On the first set of tires, he runs 47s, and as soon as they drop off, you start to run into the 50s. So you lose around 1.5 seconds a lap as soon as the tires drop off. So I think it should be a good call for everyone to enter the pits for the final 15 minutes.
Yeah, Dat Waldo now still running in the 47s to 48s with a 49 as well, just the most recent lap. But Trevor Hall right now still running consistent 48s right now, as well as Alexander Heine right now. I think Trevor Hall is definitely catching up slightly to this Volkswagen right now. He of course is less than 4 seconds right now. Just barely catching up now to the leader. And it makes you wonder if Trevor Holden is going to pit right now.
No, he's staying out.
Or will he stay out, or will he make the pit?
He stays out.
And of course, with just now less than 14, with now just 14 minutes to go right now, it makes you wonder if any of the top 3 racers are going to pit for another fresh set of tires, or make another fuel stop. Oh, and there has been a car that gone off, and that is Angry Hermit in the Hermit Motorsports Corvette right now, having another rough off. And now Cash Frank now on the much more newer tires now, about to get his lap back over the second placed SRT Viper GT3R,
which is heading into the pits now.
Oh, and he is indeed heading to the pits.
Loses 3rd place. Alexander Heinen gets into 2nd again, so he's right back.
And now Trevor Holden now. He is taking fuel as well, but how much?
15 minutes. If you push the car, you just need around 80% of the tank. Which, he plays safe. He takes 82% of the fuel tank.
And keep in mind, Trevor Holden now has been on a soft tire strategy this entire race, so he's making 3 stops, the most grip that he can in the shortest amount of time now, with the immense amount of straight line speed that that car produces over the rest of the field right now. And Alexander, oh, I thought someone was going to the pits, but that is Angry Hermit, of course. And it looks like as if Cash Frank right now might be gaining his lap back potentially, as he is now coming almost on the back of the cars.
Everyone's saying those 4-cylinder 2-liter engines with the turbos is not a motorsports car because they sound, well, not good. But in my opinion, they sound aggressive. All this crackling and banging from the side exits of the exhaust, and they're just incredible sounding cars, really. I mean, the GT500 cars also switch from the previous engines to the 2-liter, 4-cylinder engines. They do sound great.
Now it makes you wonder the question, if you pit now, if you're Dat Waldo or Alexander Heinen right now, since the third place car has now elected to make a pit stop. And now, of course, he is pushing that Viper as hard as he possibly can.
New personal best in the first sector. He is pushing. He is on it.
He is pushing that Viper as much as he can without having to bin it.
Personal best sector 2.
Are we looking at another fastest lap now from the third place car of Trevor Holden right now?
Looking pretty stable. 47.24.
That is not his fastest lap, but he is super close to it. In fact, that is only 4 thousandths of a second slower than Alexander Heinen's all-time fastest lap of 47.243, as a matter of fact.
And again, the personal best in Sector 1 for Trevor Holden and the Viper.
And Alexander Heinen is making his way to the pits. He is now pitting, but Trevor Holden right now, on the position that he is at right now, he is probably going to make second place back again.
His pit crew going into position, waiting for him to enter the pit stop.
Yep, and Trevor Holden right now is going to take second place back.
Oh, Alexander Heinen goes to a super soft compound. I think he's on the mission now. Lost second place up to into third now.
I think because of the fact now that Trevor Holden has pitted on softs, I think Alexander Heinen is going to go out on a very late strategy call and go for super softs right now. I think he's going to try and make this back up as quick as possible.
I think he's now into qualifying mode. I mean, really qualifying mode. Qualifying lasts around 10 minutes, and that's good enough for one set of super softs to, nearly disintegrate.
It now raises the question right now if Dat Waldo, the leader of this race, is going to make a pit stop. Do you take the win? Do you take the stop now and take the win right now, given the gap that he has, which right now stands at 22 seconds, or do you go the distance in that Volkswagen?
If he makes a pit stop, he will lose the lead, because a pit stop takes around 20 to 26 seconds.
And Trevor Holden right now is on that exact gap of 20 seconds right now, 19 seconds right now, and quickly closing that gap. I think Trevor Holden is quickly closing this gap right now. And now the gap now at the line now, another 6 tenths made. I think Trevor Holden is now gaining this gap right now.
It's gonna be very, very tight for that Waldo in the R85, in the R80 Beetle. The team is now discussing.
Trevor Holden right now, another 1.5 seconds made in the first sector from the line. Trevor Holden is slightly and ever so slightly catching Dat Waldo. I think this is a moment of truth right now for Dat Waldo to make a pit stop.
He is flying.
I mean, just look at this right now. Trevor Holden is now significantly flying right now, 16.9. What's the gap now? Another 0.6 made. And we do have the retirement of the Herman Motorsports Corvette with just less than 8 minutes to go.
Yeah. I think that Waldo has to pit now. We still have like 8 minutes to go. Or 7 minutes plus 1 lap.
13 seconds, 3 seconds made from the line right now into sector 1. 13 second gap now, and it is dropping like a fly.
If you look at the lap times, that Waldo does constantly 50s now, and Trevor Holden is still in the 47s, so that's yeah, he is gaining.
But not only is he gaining on that Waldo, but Alexander Heinen on the super soft tire right now, the softest compound tire in this series right now. He is rapidly gaining back now, a 47.101. That is his fastest lap of the race right now, and that is lap desperately needs right now.
He is on the mission right now. He wants that second.
He is a man on the mission right now.
least.
The gap now between Trevor and that Waldo now 9.5 seconds right now, with Alexander Heinen a further 8 seconds back from Trevor Holden right now.
Remember where we said that Waldo would win? I'm not really sure about that anymore.
I think so too. I think he's losing too much time right now. And Trevor Holden is a man on a mission right now in that front engine. 8.4 liter P10 powered entry. The gap now stands at 7.373. And these are laps that are just being desperately put now at 52.331, 5 seconds slower. And that Waldo is losing so much time right now in these last few laps right now.
It's gonna be really close.
It's going to be really close right now to see what happens in these last few laps right now.
He lost almost 15 seconds in a couple of minutes. In less than 5 minutes.
Less than 5 seconds gap now between the leader and second place now. You can just see him, Trevor Holden, in his own eyes. He can see that Volkswagen. You know it's coming.
And Trevor Holden is pushing now. I think that...
Oh! A little sideways right there, but he's still 3.3 seconds back now. And I think Trevor is going to nail him on this lap, or within the next few laps.
I think Trevor Holden is saying right now, win it or win it.
Trevor Holden, an experienced racer with this Viper. He is going to take this Viper to another potential win here. Into the Viper name. Into the Viper name. And you can just see right now the gap at the line right now. 2.5 seconds now between the leader and second place right now. And Alexander Heinen a further 7 seconds back. And now less than 7-second gap right now between him and Trevor Holden right now. He too is making some important time back.
I don't think that Holden will pit now, because only 4 minutes to go. One pit stop, he will come out of the...
Oh, who is that right now that's going around? That is Riley! Oh, that's going to hold him. That's going to hold Trevor up a little bit right now. Oh, a little slight contact right there. But Trevor Holden right now is desperately right now trying to catch up. And we do have another retirement from Pastor Frank right now in one of the Falcon Motorsports Volkswagen right now. And Trevor Holden right now at the line right now. 1.5 second gap right now. Trevor Holden is just immensely gaining this gap and just shrinking it lap by lap.
The gap between... Oh, that Holden had a little oversteering moment there. Yeah, his tires are definitely down.
And Trevor Holden right now on the back of this Volkswagen. He knows he's weak. The Viper now about to sink its fangs into the field right now. Trevor Holden now holding his grasp as he knows that he's strong. And that, of course, is the straight line. Straight away in front. And Trevor Holden now on the inside right now.
Yeah,
and now,
where did they touch?
Sideways. And there was big contact. And Trevor Holden has got the lead of this race. He is now leading with just less than 3 minutes to go for the first time this race. He has done it. He has done it.
That's some incredible work. I mean, he dropped down to 5th position and found his way back into 1st.
Now Trevor Holden now was a lap down from that plateau, and now full goes yellow, and now the strategy call to go on soft for another stint has paid dividends, and that was just staying out on those potentially racing hard.
Going back to the onboard video of Alexander Heine, he is right in front, which is
and contact! Contact!
Oh, there was some miscommunication. I think Riley wanted to pit and enter the pit and
he has pitted. Riley has pitted. There was miscommunication right there. But the main story now is Trevor Holden now leading this race for the first time.
And the gap between Trevor Holden and Alexander Heine was staying pretty constant at 7 seconds. So I don't think that will be any danger for him, but maybe for that Waldo, as his tires are just, these are gone.
Yeah, that Waldo now I think is just going to try and hold on to 2nd place now, no trying to push for a win, of course. And Alexander Heine now, after that contract, is now desperately trying to catch on up right now. And oh my goodness me. Now with just about 30 seconds to go, I think we're going to get another lap of racing here, of course. Trevor Holden right now is just cruising away, still setting 48s and 47s, of course. But of course now he is going to cruise his way to victory lane now with just less than 8 seconds to go. The white flag flies here at Suzuka for the number 91 Dirt Star Racing Team SRT Viper GT3R of Trevor Holden right now. He's going to take this win. Now remember, the last time Trevor Holden won a GT3 race was at Fuji in the FSR GT3 series, driving a customer Audi RA LMS right now, and he is going to add on another win and podium, of course, to his extensive GT3 career here in the SRT Viper right now. Last few corners to go right now.
Oh, it's getting close between P2 and P3 now. That Waldo is dropping back. And
it is indeed now.
Right on his tail now.
It is indeed now, but Trevor Holden right now is going to take the win here at Suzuka right now. But look at the gap right now between 2nd and 3rd. It is still not over. And that Waldo is just going to barely hang on for 2nd place. What an immense drive from Alexander Heine.
0.4 second between P2 and P3.
Oh, I think if Alexander Heine, had he not had the incident between him and Riley, I think he would have been able to get 2nd place.
Or maybe the win if the first contact didn't happen between Teltra and him. Because he was on actually the right strategy, in my opinion. I mean, the two-stopper would be the fastest strategy.
But keep in mind, the big name here today, Trevor Holden, claiming victory here at Suzuka. What an immense drive for the number 91 Speed Motorsports / Dirt Star Racing Team SRT Viper GT3R.
In P2 we have that Waldo in the R80 Beetle. In P3 we have the PRT GORO competition Subaru with Alexander Heine on board. In P4 we have the last Falcon Racing Beetle with Splash on board, and Riley finished 5th in the other R80 Beetle. That was a pretty exciting race, really. That was,
mate. So there you have it, folks. The second of 3 rounds in the JCR GT3 Championship preseason rounds ahead of this weekend's coming Brands Hatch Indy 1 hour event. Going to be some interesting racing there as well.
Oh, Trevor.
Yeah?
The app crashed.
What?
No! It's not.
No, dude, stop that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
It's not open anymore.
Stop it. Stop it.
I wish I could.
Don't you dare say that.
No!
Did it actually crash?
Yes!
What? No! Are you
No, it's
serious?
recording, it's recording. Yes!
Oh my god!
It's